Welcome to Georgia and to its wonderful ancient capital Tbilisi. Founded in the 5th century, Tbilisi's architecture is a blend of medieval, classical and Soviet structures. History is not only evident in the buildings, but the way of life. Georgian wrestling goes back hundreds of years and is still practiced nationwide. And the wrestling skills have been transferred into the Olympic sport of judo, where Georgia have established themselves as one of the strongest countries in the world. Last year, the Georgian men's team became world team champions. Now, Tbilisi hosts its first ever Judo Grand Prix, where its world and Olympic champions will be able to perform in front of an adoring home crowd. The draw, held on the eve of the tournament, entertained a media scrum as the top names of Georgian judo were drawn against some of the world's best. However, the talisman of Georgian judo, Lev Tiliani, had to pull out of the under 90 kilograms at late notice due to injury and would be watching in the stands alongside his public. Akruishvili and Shrikishvili were two of the biggest superstars, and both would be hunting for Grand Prix gold. At under 81 kilograms, it was Shrikishvili, the world #1 and European champion, who was in Tbilisi not only to win, but to make a statement. Shrikishvili is fresh from Paris Grand Slam gold in February, where he showed the world that he is now the favourite for 2014 world gold. He smashed all opponents in his path, including the Olympic champion Kim. In the final, he put away Petra in front of his home crowd, the man who had beaten him in the 2013 World Final. Paris justified Shrikishvili's #1 ranking. He now intends to go unbeaten through to the World Championships in August. In Tbilisi, he overpowered everyone in the eliminations, throwing Armenian's Davchev with a Bigoronagi counterattack in the first contest, and sacrificing his weight to throw Iran's Ghasemi Nejad in the semi-final. In the final, he would be up against USA's world #4 Travis Stevens. Stevens is arguably the strongest competitive groundwork fighter in the world today. And he again showed why in Tbilisi. In his first contest, he turned Kazakhstan's Razukalov into a hold down, switching to a classic Jujigatami armor. Next up was Chen of Israel. Stevens took him down to the ground, scoring Yuka before executing another fine armor. In the semi-final, Stevens produced a wonderful foot sweep, followed by a dropping shoulder throw to demonstrate that he's an expert in both groundwork and throwing. The final would be the fight that everyone wanted to see. The two top seeds, world #4 and world #1, Stevens versus Shrikishvili.
Well, Travis Stevens will be pumped up for this. He's against the crowd as well as this man, Shrikishvili, but that's not going to bother him, I'll tell you now. He's just going to come out here fighting. Shrikishvili, though, really establishing himself as the world #1, clearly the world #1, and he is against the world #4 here, Travis Stevens of the USA. Should be a great match. 3-1 Shrikishvili so far, and Travis Stevens, the last time he beat Shrikishvili was in London at the Olympics. Shrikishvili, though, the easy winner the last time out. Home crowd, anything could happen. Stevens straight in for the attack. Shrikishvili has had some massive throws en route to this final. Big arm over, he'll go left and right. Oh, Stevens just manages to get off that. Big hits across there from Shrikishvili. This crowd are loving this. They're going right the way up to the rafters and they're on their feet every time Shrikishvili goes! He's taken him over! And Stevens goes completely onto his back and the crowd are absolutely going mad. That was amazing! Travis Stevens couldn't do anything about it. He overcommitted. He wasn't on balance. And Shrikashvili Uranaked him backwards and he plants him onto his shoulders. Look at that. He says like number one, and he is, clearly. Travis Stevens commits. He gets taken backwards with Uranagi and he gets planted onto his back. That was a clear rip-on. And now Shrikashvili goes to the World Championships as a clear favourite for a gold medal. He wants that so badly, and who's going to stop him getting it? And the amazing thing about this man is that he expected to do that. He is so calm, he's so cool, he's in front of a home crowd here, and he just gives them a wave, and he says, there it is, that's for you, and there's the gold medal.
I'm very happy to win the gold medal. This tournament is in Georgia for the first time. So, taking part was a double responsibility for me. The stadium was packed. I really am so happy. I made my country happy, my coach happy, and all of my family. Georgians have the same kind of sport as judo. It is Georgian Chidoba. It has a lot of techniques and throws in common with judo. All Georgians do Chidoba from childhood, and that is why judo is so popular in Georgia.
Next, maybe Europa and World Championships. I want to win World Championships very much, and I do everything to win.
In the absence of Lipitiliani, it was his teammate Gokachuri who stepped in to take the under 90 kilogram gold medal for Georgia. Gokachuri produced a couple of huge throws in the eliminations to send him into the semi-final, where he met the favourite, world number 4, Denisov of Russia. The pace of the Georgian was too fast for Denisov, who never really got going. A late surge from the Russian was too little too late, and Gokachuri went through to the final on penalties. After defeating Denisov, there was nothing that was going to stop him. Italy's Vicente had little chance. After scoring Wazzari from a big counter-attack, Gokachuri was quickly onto Vicente, where he secured an Ippon scoring hold. There was no escaping for the Italian. Gokachuri was champion. Georgia are now starting to show their depth in all of the male weight categories. No more so than the under 73 kilogram category, where Georgia took an incredible 3 of the 4 medals available. Georgia's 2012 Olympic champion at under 66 kilograms, Shavkat Tuashvili, was producing some big throws en route to a place in the final. On the other side of the draw, Tachileashvili and Rekiashvili were on great form, and they came head-to-head for an all-Georgian quarter-final. There was no holding back. Both fighters are vying for number 1 spot in Georgia, and it was Tachileashvili that decided it, producing a devastating Ichigai. Rekiashvili picked himself up and buried UAE's Sportov not once, but twice to take a well-deserved bronze medal. The final was another Georgian domestic, with Tachileashvili showing Shavkat Tuashvili that he still has work to do to challenge him at under 73 kilograms. Gold medal to Tachileashvili. Georgia are going from strength to strength in the middleweights. The home nation, however, were outdone in the men's lightweights by their neighbour, Azerbaijan. At the lightest weight of under 60 kilograms, Safarov defeated Kazayev of Kazakhstan, throwing him with a beautiful Sotogara. 2022, this was Safarov's first Grand Prix gold medal, and it's unlikely to be his last. Azerbaijan's representative in the under 66 kilograms, Shikhalazada, was up against Zantaraya of the Ukraine in the final. Shikhalazada attacked the former world champion with a huge Seoinage, which Zantaraya spun out of, landing on his front. However, the new rules of judo state that if the fighter bridges out of a throw using his head, then ippon will be given. This rule is designed for the safety of the athlete and to prevent injury. And despite Zantaraya's incredible gymnastic skills, the nature of the impact did indeed warrant ippon. Gold medal to Shikhalazada, and for the second time to Azerbaijan. In the women's lightweights, it was Russia who dominated, taking gold medals in the under 48 kilos category through Kondracheva and in the under 57 kilos category through Zabladina. The Russians are strong on the ground, and Kondracheva scored with an arm lock in both her first contest and in her semi-final. Kondracheva was once again going for the arm lock in the final, but instead sat up over Ukraine's Cherniak to secure the pin and to score ippon. A masterclass from Kondracheva in Newaza. Zabladina showed that it must be in the blood or in the training, as she produced one arm lock after another to guarantee that the under 57 kilos title was hers. The remaining lightweight female category of under 52 kilograms went to the ever-improving judo nation of Israel, as Cohen beat the Olympic bronze medalist from Italy, Morsiniti. A tight contest was decided by penalty, with Cohen too strong for the Italian. Israel's female team is starting to look strong ahead of this year's World Championships. Israel's biggest star competes at under 63 kilograms. Yarden Gerbi became a household name in Israel when last year she won the World Championships in Rio de Janeiro. However, 2014 has not been so kind. She was crushed at the Paris Grand Slam. 2 weeks later, she lost in the final of the Dusseldorf Grand Prix. She is in Tbilisi to regain her confidence and to start her assault on the 2014 World Gold. In the eliminations, Gerbi showed why she is one of the most exciting fighters in women's judo, as she produced 3 stunning ippons en route to the final. Could she go all the way?
Yarden Gerbi, she is the biggest thrower in women's judo, and this lady here has got her work cut out. But don't underestimate her, because she can throw as well, and Gerbi, when she does go big, but she's been throwing everybody for ippon. There's an Ouchi. Oh, God! She's gone over, and, well, Gwen has done an Ouchi Gary. She changed direction, and, well, she's a Yuko down, but she has the ability to turn this. She's got to throw. She can throw for ippon, and she can go from different directions as well with it. And she's got Newaza as well. And look at that, the passion from this Israeli team is absolutely unbelievable. They're on fire at the moment. But now she's got to come from behind Gerbi. Now she's got the grip. Sleeve lapel. Looking for the Uchimata, looking for the Surigoshi. And Gwen just climbs off it. Gwen looking to do the double lapel. And